Okay, so why a heritage network? Well, perhaps first of all, what do we mean by heritage? So heritage covers a whole range of things, cultural heritage, natural heritage, objects, sites, buildings, people, tangible and intangible heritage. And it's something that I believe Oxford has great expertise and interest in. And I got this small amount of money to do a scoping study for setting up a heritage network in the university. And I should say that I worked very much with Lucy Fusade and Catherine Jang, and when I say I worked with them, they have done the work so far for us. So the aims of this project are twofold. Firstly, to evaluate the demand for and perhaps the potential purposes of a heritage network within the university. And secondly, to build on the experience of a previous cultural heritage programme and the One Networks, which have been hugely successful. So the Cultural Heritage Programme was established in 2013 and has been a rather esoteric attempt to bring together people interested in heritage. And the One Networks, as you know, are individual networks of biodiversity, climate, energy, food and water, and seem to be very dynamic and vibrant, and something that we thought might be a good model for a potential heritage network. So what have we done so far? So the first part of this involves a lot of talking to people. That's kind of my role in this project, is to talk to people, to find out perhaps a little bit more about what the perils of networking, what the advantages of networking might be. And the most exciting thing at this stage is the huge positive response I had from a number of influential people, including the head of the Humanities Division, various research facilitators, and people within GLAM, GLAM being, in this case, gardens, libraries and museums. Catherine and Lucy then sent a survey to about 90 researchers on an initial database we had, and so far within a few days we've had 60 replies, which I think again is very positive. So we've asked a series of questions. The graph on the left here summarises the disciplines that people work within, and you can see that we've managed already to get feedback from a range of people, many of whom are already working on heritage topics, but in a very wide range of settings. We've also asked them what kind of research they do, and again there's a lot of research on the science, on digitisation, but also on public engagement and other activities. And if you look in detail at the feedback, we've already got a very wide range of people. So what do they want? What from this can we glean already about what a heritage network might involve? Well, we focused on asking two sets of things. One, what kind of online resources people would like. And clearly there's a huge demand for people, from people for a list of research projects, a directory of researchers involved in heritage, and kind of a bulletin board on what kind of seminar series are on offer. And that should be relatively easy to establish. Secondly, we asked them about what kind of physical networking activities would be useful. Notice here 21 people wanted wine and cheese. We were surprised. I think I would quite like that now as I'm starving. But clearly a demand for food is there. But also there's a strong demand for seminars, workshops and talks to bring people together. And we've discovered that people would like something once a term, and people are very keen to come to this kind of thing. So, where are we at, and where are we heading? So, Catherine has very kindly set up a mock-up web page, and you see it needs populating. But we've got the bare bones of that, and that's really derived from the One websites, which I think are particularly good models. We're going to carry out more survey work, so if anybody wants to complete our survey, please talk to Lucy or Catherine, who are sitting over there, and they'll send you a copy of that. We'd like to get 100 replies to prove to people that there really is a good demand for this. And we're also now embarking on trying to raise funding to support a part-time network coordinator. And I'm pretty confident that between the Humanities and the Social Science Division, we should be able to have something up and running later on this academic year. So that's what we're doing, and you can contact us via our email address, heritage@ouce.uk. Thank you.
Thank you, Heather. We're not doing questions, are we, Gillian? No, we're not doing questions. That's why we're having lunch afterwards, to which you're all invited, free lunch, upstairs at the end of the 7 talks. So you will imagine there's a big diversity in the projects that we've funded, and next we have something completely different, and Alison Smith is going to come and talk about a project that has the longest title of all the 7 that we put together. And if I get this up, it's an online tool for participatory mapping of cultural ecosystem services.